Y curioso, aquí no hay ningún hidróculus, por cierto. ¿Cuántos falta? Ahorita te lo checo.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred.
Tenemos 760 bits, más estos 100 que nos dio Mau, tenemos 860 bits. O sea que nos faltan 140 bits para hacer un directo de karaoke.
I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals, is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
Nuestros chismes. Claro que sí. Somos maestros del chisme, ¿ok? Mi prioridad número 1 es encontrar a mi hermano. Mi prioridad número 2 es el chisme. Y mi prioridad número 3 es salvarte, vato. Por supuesto que sí. Seguro que la comida de comedor de estos días sabe mejor gracias a ustedes.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Ok, estos están bien. Qué preocupados aquí, ¿no? Sí, Shui, exacto.
Seedwing! Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt?
No te preocupes, estamos frescas como un repollo.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervulette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced.
A ver, se te olvida, Paimon. Es el dragón del agua de Fontaine.
I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Okay.
I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Ok, y obviamente nos va a faltar Chrysler, así le dicen. Aquí abajo, ok. Que no es con Gresley, ok. Gresley nos vale patata como ok.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
Sabe protegerse solito. No hay problema que nos preocupemos.
Huh? What's you two?
Lurleen, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
Todo bien, gracias.
And you? Are you still taking the
¿Qué
secret
dijiste de mi
passageway
novio?
from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Estos dos. No, sí, al final de la misión de Fontaine los vamos a ver estos juntitos. Claramente. Ah, no, sí nos preocupamos por Grites. Claro. Ok. Perdón usted. Ok. Vamos a subir, vamos a ver al señorito cómo se encuentra. Hola, ¿qué tal? Creo que es la primera vez que estoy en su oficina, espérese tantito. No está mal. Vale.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
Ah, sí, un pequeño detalle. Esas vendas negras que se supone que son vendas de boxeo están mal amarradas.
We wanted to see
Pero
how
bueno.
the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine for the most part.
Yo al inicio sí me las vendaba porque no sabía cuál era la función de ponerse tanta venda en la muñeca. Es importante porque de otra manera cada vez que golpeas te lastimas bastante la muñeca. Tienes que vendártela de forma en que no se mueva mucho la muñeca porque si no entre cada golpe vas moviendo la muñeca de una forma en que te la vas lastimando.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
Aparte, imagínate lo incómodo que es tener bien ajustadas esas vendas cada vez que golpeas. Tratas como que de hacer más grande tu músculo para golpear y no se puede porque las vendas te lo están manteniendo. No sé. O tal vez sí tiene su chiste, o tal vez, o sea, como típico, ¿no? Tienen que ser nada más por estética. De que se ve mejor así con esa estética de puras vendas, que aparte son negras, a la estética de solo las vendas en donde están los brazos, ¿verdad? Lo digo, las manos. Mejor no.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewin's gift with him, though.
Un regalo.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well.
Yo pensé que era porque
She
se
also
veía
took
cuello.
her gift from Miss
Sí, tiene su
Sigewin.
chiste. Aunque también tiene vendas en el cuello, buen punto. Pero esas vendas me imagino que son también por las cicatrices. Que por el momento todavía no sabemos por qué tiene esas cicatrices, pero bueno.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Nervalette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Nervalette's own fault for making Sigewin worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewin too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Ah.
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
No, me voy de aquí.
For real?
Estoy cansada de
Then
estar
we
aquí.
can stay here for a really long time?
La comida está incluida.
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Yay. ¿Viste ese pedazo de cuello que tiene? Es que luego capaz y da cabezazos para que no mueva el cuello. Ay, no puedo.
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Pues deme el papeleo en este momento. No pienso estar aquí tanto tiempo. Gracias. Pero no de descanso. No, ya sácame de aquí, por favor. Sáquenme.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Como si hubiéramos recuperado la libertad.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Aunque decir, Paimon,
Huh? How did you know?
porque normalmente te vas a dormir sin más.
Hey, that's not true. All right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
Apenas te das cuenta, después de 5 regiones, ¿te das cuenta de eso?
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just 2 people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go.
Somos las mejores aventureras del mundo.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Tú eres la guía, eso también cuenta.
Let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary.
Me perdí el rifa del Stray. En efecto, Mau. La ganó Huevito. Huevito se la ganó. Así es. Que se lo había ganado a alguien más. Pero desafortunadamente se le cortó el internet en ese momento. Y como dije, respóndeme en el próximo minuto. Y si no, hacemos de nuevo la rifa. Y pues no me respondió. Pero pues yo no sabía que se le había cortado el internet. Entonces se lo perdió el pobrecito. Buenas noches, Paino. F por ese, güey, ya sé. Pobrecito. Para otro día. Ah, claro, ¿dónde Chihuahuas está Nobile? ¿Al fin no los vas a decir? ¿Está en el mar primigenio que me estás contando? ¿Una ballena? De nuevo la ballena, más bien. Hostia, chaval. ¿Qué ballenota? ¿Cómo no se ahoga? Un cataclismo en ciernes. Finally. Espera hasta el día siguiente. Ya ha pasado tiempo del incidente del puerto Merópide y su estancia aquí está llegando a su fin.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. Wait a sec.
Ay, upsie.
Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Meropide! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now!
Sí, a salir de aquí. Mascarada de los culpables, acto 5. Ah, no son 4 actos, son 5. Ah, ok. La recepcionista. Me voy de aquí. Es ahí abajo, ¿no? Es ahí abajo. Puedo cortar acá.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meropide via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Oh no, ¿y ahora qué?
What's happening?
¿Estás bien?
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
El mar de nuevo.
the Duke.
Me da que a muchos se les hace complicado decir el nombre de Grioesli, entonces le dicen a cada rato el duque. Al menos Paimon se refiere a él como el duque. A ver, señor, explíqueme qué está pasando. ¿Qué está pasando? Yo llamo mi rey. Bueno.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
¿Sí sentiste el temblor, my friend?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface.
Oh, no
Over
es
the
algo
years of
peor
serving as
entonces.
the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
No.
Wait, seriously?
¿Qué tuberías ni qué tuberío? Hoy es el día que nos despedimos del fuerte.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Ya hiciste tu papeleo anoche.
Yeah?
No has hecho tu papeleo anoche.
It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right! Today is our last day in prison! But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here.
Todo el mundo se ha preocupado mucho por nosotras.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit.
No, a mí no. Sáquenme de aquí. Wazowski, no hiciste tu papeleo anoche.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
No te preocupes, tampoco es que no vayamos a volver nunca. ¿A qué estás diciendo, Tabibito-san? ¿Te refieres a que tal vez vamos a hacer más cosillas que vayan a hacer que nos encerremos? Bueno, no, nos dijeron que tenemos la libertad de entrar y salir como queramos.
The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
Ajá.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should
Vamos a visitar a Neuvillette, claro que sí.
Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
Claramente Shizwin le tiene muchísimo cariño a Neuvillette.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
No a Furina, a
I
Neuvillette.
believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
David, no te preocupes, vendré aquí a hacer mis diarias y cuando haya algún evento para proteger más no gano. Creo que sí. Paleomermonia. ¿Había tanta gente antes, tú? Es un señor administrativo. Hablando de protogemas.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Y es lo que vamos a ver en este momento. Jesus Christ, Yosora. Yosora, muchísimas gracias por los 50 bits. Y con eso nada más nos faltan 70 bits. Y tendremos directo de karaoke. Que por cierto lo vamos a hacer pues, al inicio del próximo año. Este año ya tenemos, o sea, lo que queda de año ya tenemos así ya tengo bien programado lo que se va a hacer.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's alright, we just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Meripede. And it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
Hicimos nuestro papeleo.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
Ah, dije 140, ¿verdad? No, no sé por qué le calculé 120. No, 140, 140. Sí.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Is he okay?
No vi no se fontiene, así que no sé si volverá.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
Hay otra cosa que nos gustaría preguntarte.
Yes? What is it?
¿Qué fue ese temblor de antes? ¿Cómo lo pudo sentir, por cierto? ¿Cómo una cosa flotante puede sentir un sismo, un terremoto? Me da a entender que no se podría. Aunque si estás flotando en un mismo lugar y ves como que todas las cosas que se están moviendo, no lo sientes, pero estás viendo que se mueven, ok. Tienes razón, capaz sí, mientras estás flotando sí puedes ver si hay un sismo o no.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now.
Eso me dijo mi hija, no
I
estés.
still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon.
Oh, perdón, usted.
If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her.
Y ahí está la base de espina
I
de
would also
Úrsula.
like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal
Tienes
areas to avoid
bastante
potential
responsabilidad
catastrophes.
encima, my friend. Tómate unas vacacioncitas. Requieres unas vacacioncitas de forma dramática.
I'll have to ask you two to go to
O sea,
Poisson
pobrecito.
first. I'll
No
meet you there to
descansa.
check on the situation once I finish things here.
¿Cuántos años, sabes? ¿Cuántos siglos ha estado trabajando en esto?
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Desde que se murió el arconte anterior.
Please be careful.
O capaz también tenía el mismo nivel de trabajo complicado con el arconte anterior, sepa. Ya Pozo. A ver, vamos a Pozo.